Good evening, teacher and classmate. I'm Erika Catiño Rodriguez. In this opportunity, I want to talk about deductible and non-deductible expenses. Introduction. Deductible expenses in Peru must have complying with the provision of Article 37 of the income tax law, the beginning of causality and standards of reasonableness and generality. So all disbursement must be necessary to invent and protect a source of income. Also here is necessary to say the non-deductible expenses are expenses that are not directly related to economic activity of the company or commercial activity and are therefore undeductible when calculating the tax. These, we have, for example, personal expenses, including taxpayer and their family members, of third parties such as expenses such as groceries, shopping, or family dinners, clothing, exercise, or personal entertainment are not deductible. I have to say, deductible expenses are any expenses that can be deducted from gross receipts to make an actual profit from the business activity is considered a tax deductible. This must be accompanied with an invoice and meet the requirements. Development. Deductible expenses are the expenses you make during the year in the restaurant, bar, hotels, property rentals, contribution to a salute for domestic workers, professional services, and trades. And this amount will be subtracted from your income, from which you will to be able to pay a lower amount of income tax, or you will also obtain a balance in favor, which is obtained from the sum of the certain percentage applied, depending on the expenses. Non-deductible expenses. Non-deductible expenses are those that have nothing to do with a line of businesses. For example, if someone decides to buy sneakers and the company as a line of business sell plastic, this will not be accounted for since the IGV will be used in favor of the taxpayer and the SUNAT will order the expenses to be repaired. Also, for example, if you have an establishment, the tax rule of the SUNAT will allow to reduce the necessary and indispensable expenses to generate and obtain income, so that the taxes are applied to the profits and or profit that your establishment generates. Now, keep in mind that all expenses cannot be deductible. Importance. The distinction between deductible and non-deductible expenses is important for several reasons, especially in the tax context. First, reduce the tax burden, then encouragement of specific activities. Also, tax fairness, also compliance incentive, then financial planning, and finally avoiding penalties. That's it. Thank you so much.